You really like that opening, don't you?
I really do. I just keep replaying it and replaying it.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're going to look at a play from the New Orleans game where, you know, basically it was it looked like an isolation play for Jermichael Finley, but really matchups are what determined it.
Right.
I'll set it up, and then you can tell us what happened with the defense. We've got 2 tight ends, Tom Crabtree here, Jermichael Finley out here, 2 wide receivers, Jennings and Donald Driver.
Right.
And really it looks like a 3 wide receiver formation because Finley's out here. How do the Saints treat this, and what kind of defense are they in here?
See, their defense is kind of like a 3-3 and kind of a nickel defense. And the reason why they're doing it, they really like the matchups of their 3 cornerbacks on their 3 receivers. Well, there's only 2 receivers. So Jermichael Finley, they treat him as a wide receiver. Now, as a defense, if I'm a middle safety, which Eugene Robinson played it better than anybody, he's going to shade to the 3 receiver side. But if in my homework, I'll see that if Crabtree's in the game, it's not a threat passing. So I'm going to shade over here most dangerous. But this guy didn't do that. Now, the first thing offensively with Aaron Rodgers, he comes out, he's going to want to know if it's man zone, combination zone, blitzing, or whatever. Once he looks up and see this matchup, this is where the ball is going. Now, the rotation of it is this. Here's what Jermichael Finley is thinking. If this guy's off, which he was, I mean, he was
way
8, 10,
off.
12 yards deep.
Yeah.
You know, he can run a series of routes.
Right.
He can run what we call a 2 route right in there, which is a 2 is a slant. He can run a fade or a 9. He can go to the corner, which is a 7 route. Now he can run this back shoulder throw right here that's very popular, that just gives him an opportunity to go after the ball. Now what determines that is how far this guy is off. He was way off, Tom. So what happened, Finley came up, ran a 2 route, a big hole right there.
Huge hole.
Yeah, and the other thing is, this is a running formation. Crabtree's in the game. Okay, the best blocking tight end. In your homework, it should tell you that. Now when Starks steps to this side, everybody, this guy is a man-to-man. This guy walked down. He walked down too early, Tom.
Right.
He let Aaron Rodgers, the MVP of the Super Bowl 45 winner, by the way. Well, you know, this all man-to-man. It's wide open, and it was an easy throw. It was a pitch and catch. You can't make it that easy. You got to stay back in your disguise.
Right.
This guy has to make it look like cover 2, which means he has help over here.
Right.
Now the quarterback will come out, but he didn't do that.
You know, one of the things that, as you were talking, made me think about this safety thinking this was, you know, they had beaten this corner,
Yes.
Patrick Robinson, your guy from Florida State. You know, Nelson had beat him on a fade.
Right.
You know, they had been working on this guy. So that might have put something into their head. Also, you know, McCarthy figures out ways to throw on formations he usually runs on.
Absolutely.
They do self-scout themselves.
And another thing they do, they'll bring Donald Driver in motion here, and they'll bring him up in the seam.
Right.
And then now Jermichael Finley runs a corner route. It's a dangerous route. So with that being said, it's hard to stop if you do not disguise.
Right. Okay, and next we're going to look at a play where the Saints beat the Packers defense in a bad way.
Short yardage and goal line, kind of, sort of.
Okay, we're going to look at a play here that the Packers got beat on playing defense, and it was Robert Meacham's 31-yard touchdown play. And on film or television, it looked like Tramon Williams was guilty of giving up this touchdown.
Right.
But
In
you're going to show us
actuality,
that it wasn't actually the case.
Right.
So here's the Saints. They're in what you call personnel, which is 2 tight ends, running back, fullback, 1 wide receiver. It's 3rd and 1. That's the key to this whole thing, right? Okay, so on 3rd and 1, it ends up being a play action. Running back comes this way, fullback comes this way, and Drew Brees, he goes that way. Tight end runs straight down the field.
Yep.
And this guy runs that route. So how did the Packers react to that?
Well, I have to refer back to what I was told when I was a rookie. Ray Rhodes, I'll never forget what he told me. He says, Butler, when they cross the 50 and get closer in the 30s, just the 30s, watch out for play action, because most offenses will take a shot assuming they already have a field goal. So that's one of those things where it's a team sport, but it's one guy in that helmet. Now, the concept should be this. Collins rotated up and made some kind of call, which I don't think anybody got, okay?
Right.
No one reacted to it. So now you got Tramon Williams straight outside leverage of Robert Meacham. Great play fake. Everybody took the fake, okay? Everybody took the fake.
Yep.
And at Woodson, you know, he recovered and came back and defended the tight end, who was their best player. Now, I will say this. Once this happens, Tom, I say, where's the middle of the field? Think about it. You got 3 DBs. You added an lineman for short yardage and goal line.
Right.
You personnel. Now, in a perfect world, how I think it should go, now, 36 is okay to rotate up. Now you put Eric Walden on the tight end, man-to-man. Now you take Woodson, okay? You take Woodson to rotate to the middle. Now you don't have nobody with a voided zone.
You still have Tramon Williams an outside
He's
leverage
fine.
in case he goes this
Right.
way.
Yeah.
And you have Woodson when he takes that route across.
One-man route time. So the one man that catches the ball, I mean, it's a beautiful play for the offense. One-man route, this guy should be doubled if he runs a post. And I think it's a miscommunication. Therefore, I'm assuming, educated guess, that, you know, 3-6, Nick Collins made a call, and this what should have happened.
Right.
But no one got the call. Woodson would rotate to the middle. You would lock Eric Walden up. Because, again, this guy's just floating down the field. He's not really into the route.
Yeah.
But for the most part, these guys, these linebackers, they're like caught between, and now you got everybody just coming out late.
Yeah, show what happened. They actually wound up with 4 guys in the flat, including
guys,
Clay Matthews, right?
Yes, yes.
And they were covering nobody.
Nobody.
There were 4
There was
guys
nobody
out
in the
here.
flat.
Matthews, here, and here. They're all right
Right.
here, and there's nobody there. And you thought that it would have been more advantageous. These guys should have just gone ahead and blitzed once they saw this play action,
If
right?
you're man-to-man on a guy, he blocks, you go. That's just a rule of thumb. So, but what they could have did again, make it very conventional. You lock up Matthews on the tight end, who's not their best passing tight end. You lock him up man-to-man on this guy, okay? You keep 36 in the middle. Now you keep Woodson on their best tight end. Now you can take Walden to the quarterback, and him and A.J. Hall could play what we call in and out. If this back comes out, I have him. If he steps up, A.J. Hall has him. Now you got kind of a man combination blitz. And at the same time, because play action is just to slow down any blitz that you have.
Right.
With that being said, I think it was a rotation problem on a 31-yard touchdown.
Yep, definitely. Great. Well, thanks for joining us on X's and O's with LeRoy Butler, and we'll be back next week to, you know, showcase the Carolina game and some other things.
And this is sponsored by SyndixMarket.com. You can pick up my new cookbook and LeRoy Butler Ford.
We'll see you next week.